Hello and welcome back to the Runaway American UK edition. This is one that a lot of people have talked to me about watching. They're saying like you should check him out, and this is the Pub Landlord. I think it's the Pub Landlord, I believe, Al Murray. And it says, name a country, we have defeated them. I have watched the British, like the countries they've not necessarily, I would say, invaded. Some of them, yes, but most of them were just like trading, like setting up, from what I learned from the video, obviously. But they've basically been in every country. Like, they've had a hand in every country. And if they wanted to defeat a country, they easily could. They could just do it, especially back in the heyday of the British ruling era. Like, I'm not going to say they're not still in their heyday. They're still, like, one of the biggest, like, country, like, militaries, countries. They have their hand in, you know, the entire world economics. They're extreme. Obviously, I know you guys are still, like, one of the very top. I'm just saying, when the British monarchy, like, empire was the British Empire, you could have just, like, defeated anyone you wanted to. So let's see what his thoughts are and what he says on it. I'm sure this will be very funny. Let's get into it.
We have defeated every single fucking country in the world at war. Name a country, Gary. Germany, 1945, thank you very much.
Out and easy.
Very recent, job done, twice in one century. If only they'd tried again around 99, we got the fucking hat trick. Another country, please. Argentina, 82, no help from no one else. And that, of course, was a war not for oil, but for penguins. Because we all know penguins are an essential ingredient in making Guinness, aren't they? You boil them up, the white stuff floats to the top, job done. Another country, please. Another one, France, thank you. We're in 1815 Waterloo, we haven't heard from them since. Yeah, another one, please. Canada, Canada used to be part of the British Empire, which means they're an ally of ours. As you know, being an ally of ours counts as losing to us. Why else are the Canadians so miserable? Another one, please. Hey? Spain, 1588, Battle of the Armada. Thank you, sir. We haven't heard from them since. Another one. Uganda. That was an African colony, of course, that at one point used to belong to the Germans. Then in 1919, the League of Nations, as you know, when the Treaty of Versailles, when the world was redivided, and the African colonies were partitioned and separated between France and Great Britain, and we got Uganda as a result simply of it being defeat the Germans. We got given Uganda, which sounds like fucking winning there, without even having to go there. Result. Another one, please. Another one.
Oh my God, off the top of his head.
Need to go to more pub quizzes, love. Another one, please. Hey, United States. All right, okay. You're thinking War of Independence, America finds itself free of Great Britain. Yeah, they see that as a win. We see that as a lucky fucking escape. But let's not forget.
Take us back. Please, either by force or not. It's fine. Like, please. I want this UK citizenship. I mean, like, you guys are so much better off without us, obviously. This guy's brilliant. I did hear, someone said to me, sorry that I'm interrupting him. I paused it, though, and I rewinded, so no one get mad. Someone said to me he's an Oxford history major, which would explain, I don't know if that was true or not, but they said he graduated from Oxford as a history major. That would make sense, then, of why that's just, like, off the top of his head. He's obviously brilliant, so that would check out.
Win, we see that as a lucky fucking escape. But let's not forget, in the War of 1812 to 1814, the Royal Navy sailed up the Potomac River, set fire to the White House, and the Americans had to whitewash it to cover up the fire damage, which is why it's called the White House. The Americans sued for peace at the end of 1814, even though they won a battle at the end of the war. The war's already over, the stupid fuckers were still fighting, even though they'd already lost. And that is America, and they've been working for us ever since. Another one, please. Belgium, of course, is a creation of the series of treaties that came out at the end of the Napoleonic Wars, the fallout of Waterloo 1815. It was the Duchy of Burgundy, of course, and the Netherlands states were divvied up into two buffer zones in order to prevent any one single power taking control of the Netherlands, which is, of course, our dangerous flank between Germany and France, and we don't like European hegemony of one power, and that's why Belgium and Holland were cut up to two and a buffer zone created. And I think if you create a country out of thin fucking air, you've won. Another one, please. Another one.
Jesus. All off the top of his head.
Italy. Yeah, 1943. Bot folded early, didn't they? Another one, please.
Burkina Faso.
China. Opium War, 1860. Another one, please. Hey?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso used to be a German colony. I referred to my previous answer. Another one, please.
I've already said it.
Hey? Norway, they used to be the Vikings, love. We saw them off in the end, didn't we? And look at that, that's a come down. Once they were Vikings, now look at them, Norwegians. That's a fucking collapse, isn't it? From horny helmets to horny helmets. Another one, please. Japan, we got the Yanks to do it for us. Another one. Peru. What language do they speak in Peru, sir? Portuguese. No, they don't, actually. They speak Spanish. Yeah, which means in 1512, when Pope Julius XII divided the New World into two sections down the line of longitude 129, the stuff from the east of that went to Portugal, which is why they speak Portuguese in Brazil. The stuff from the west of that went to Spain, which means Peru was technically part of Spain when we defeated Spain in 1588, Battle of the Armada. So we done Peru without even having a visit. Job done.
I love this reasoning. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. The fact that he knows that stuff off the top of his head is absolutely insane. But my favorite is just the fact that he's like, we covered that, love. It was like part of the thing before. Like, keep up on your pub history, babe. Like, maybe brush up on that. Fantastic. Again, wonderful. We got the Yanks to do that one for us. Or like oh, this was technically a part of this and we defeated that. So we've defeated them all, basically. I love him. He's phenomenal. The fact that he's as funny as he is, given that he's also as smart as he is. But I will say this, they've done some studies that say that people that have a great sense of humor tend to be very intelligent, I think. And they've also said that people that curse a lot are also extremely intelligent. So I don't curse on this channel because, like, I don't want to get demonetized, but in real life, I curse a ton, as well as the fact that a lot of people tell me I'm funny. Whether or not you think I'm funny is a very different story, because again, the British have a different sense of humor. I prefer the sense of humor to the American sense of humor, because American sense of humor is very much like hit someone on the head, and like it's very like a 4-year-old sense of humor. Like the Three Stooges is a great example. Like that is the epitome of like American humor, right? And then to me, British humor is much more like, I'm not going to say like well thought out. It's more like thought process behind it, which is probably why a lot of Americans struggle with it. They're like, I don't get it. Well, sweetie, you wouldn't, would you? So that's part of the reason I've always like preferred, like I love a British comedian. I listen to, actually my favorite comedian is Scottish. So, but yeah, still love the Brits. Love Ricky Gervais. Like, think he's phenomenal. I've reacted to a few of his videos, but they keep getting blocked on YouTube. So I don't post him. He's very strict with his copyright, it would seem. And then Daniel Sloss is my favorite comedian, and he's Scottish. I was waiting for the name to come to me. It came to me. He's like my favorite comedian. He's Scottish. He's phenomenal. I love him so much. So I believe he's Scottish, at least. I'm like 90% sure he is. If I'm wrong, please don't get mad. But yeah, I really, really love British comedians. He's super funny. That was great. I definitely have to watch more. Please let me know in the comments what other ones I should watch. What are some of his best? And I will make sure to add them to my list. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.